The first year after my divorce, I announced my retirement from show business. Everyone said Liu Ruyan had dumped me and driven me insane. Until one day, a wish fulfillment blogger's video shot to the top of the trending charts. My videos were divided into 7 episodes. They were the last traces I left in this world. The title of the first episode was, "By the time you see this video, I will already be dead." That day, I was bundled up from head to toe. Only my eyes were visible. Then the person before me suddenly stopped me. "Hello, I am a blogger who helps people fulfill their wishes. May I interview you?" It had been 3 months since I left show business. Thinking a paparazzo had recognized me, I quickly waved him off. But he kept trying to persuade me. "Do you have any unfulfilled wishes? I can help you. For free." I turned and walked away. Then I heard him chase after me, holding out his phone screen. I am not a scammer. I have a short video account. If you do not believe me, take a look. I thought he was so rude, but everything he said was true. It was just that. He was clearly a brand new blogger. He had pitifully few videos. Even his view count was tiny. Seeing his sincere face, I suddenly remembered myself when I first entered show business. I had been full of drive, yet setback after setback crushed me. I suddenly felt sorry for him. "What wish can you help me fulfill?" This adorable goofball just scratched his head. "That depends on what your wish is. To be honest, you are the 17th person I have asked today. None of them believed me. For example, is there someone you want to see? Somewhere you want to go? Tell me your story, and I will make it happen." I teased him, though I was afraid of frightening him. "What if I wanted you to document the final days of my life? Would you? But you cannot release the videos before I die. If I do not die, then all your videos will be worthless. Would you take that gamble?" The rookie blogger was named Mi Cai. She was slight and petite. Sitting across from me, she looked terribly uneasy. No, she looked as if she was about to cry. "Brother Yun, I never imagined it was you." "You really?" Her eyes were red-rimmed as if she simply could not accept it. "I really love your dramas. If there is one thing I am really good at, I either never get sick, or I get seriously sick. I have several kinds of cancer in my body." I pulled out a tissue and handed it to her. The doctor said I probably have only 6 months left. Her phone was still pointed at me. "So this is the real reason you left show business." "I cannot act anymore. The endless chemotherapy has drained so much of my strength. And besides," I smiled. Too many media reports had already exposed the fact that I was bald. For the first time, I took off my wig before the camera. Beneath it were only a few sparse strands of hair. My entire scalp was clearly visible, making me look a little like Kyu Kionji. You know, I take pride in looking polished. If you kept catching me on camera like that, how would I ever save face? I am greedy. I want you to grant me 7 wishes. How about making 7 episodes? May 2nd, 2024. By the time you see this video, I will already be dead. Film more of my left side. My fans all say my left side looks much better than my right. Mi Cai was much calmer than she had been a week ago. But she said that after learning the truth, she cried at home for days. She even lost over 3 pounds. "I will make you look incredibly handsome." She rubbed her eyes. "Brother Yun, what is your first wish?" "I want to try the pilgrimage circuit around Mount Gangramboki." She nodded at once. "No problem. I'll book your ticket right now. But may I ask why you want to go there?" I could not smile at the camera. Liu Ruyan and I once promised to go there together. Now we have lost that chance. I want to see that place for myself. They say it can cleanse the soul, do they not? Zhejiang is far away, but not beyond reach. After we landed, the high altitude made me feel ill. After 2 exhausting days of travel, we finally arrived at Town, the starting point of the pilgrimage. On the way, Mi Cai kept worrying about my health. She kept reminding me of every precaution. I smiled and teased her. I asked my doctor. He said I do not have much time left anyway, so I can go anywhere. That made her anxious again, but she still asked carefully, "Brother Yun, did you and Miss Liu divorce amicably?" I knew she was trying to put it delicately. The truth was, my divorce from Liu Ruyan had been public and ugly. But now, as I was preparing to leave this world, I finally found the courage to say it. From her perspective, it certainly was not an amicable breakup. Like all of you, she thought I had cheated. "So, you really did not cheat, right?" The young girl's eyes lit up. "I knew I was right about you." I smiled and nodded. I loved that woman far too much. How could I have had eyes for anyone else? At that, she burst into tears right in front of the camera. But the media all accused you of cheating. How could they do that to you? I comforted her before the camera, then finally had to admit. Fine. I will tell you. I staged the whole thing myself. May 2nd, 2024. By the time you see this video, I will already be dead. I was diagnosed with cancer 6 months before the divorce. Back then, it was only one kind of cancer. The doctor told me that if I cooperated with treatment, I still had a chance to survive. Later, I learned that most doctors are kind-hearted. They just sometimes like to lie. I asked a girl I had known since childhood to help me act it out. Also, I could leave Liu Ruyan sooner. She may be the chief executive officer of a major corporation, decisive and ruthless at work, but when it came to me, she could not let go. I did not say anything more after that. You can fill in the rest. Mi Cai, looking miserable, continued questioning me. Brother, why did you not tell her the truth about your illness? The process of dying is painful. Why drag someone else through it with me? Mi Cai suddenly said. According to recent news, I heard Liu Ruyan has a new boyfriend. Is that so? Then I truly should congratulate her. I mean it. She deserves someone better. I endured the nausea churning in my stomach from the bumpy road. This time, I was not acting. When death is near, you can let anything go. I once joked with Liu Ruyan that if she found another man, I would break her legs. But look at me now. I let her go so easily. Just then, our guide said, rest up tonight. The rest of the route is on foot, 52 kilometers in total. But I need to warn you first. The altitude here is very high. They say it is 52 kilometers, but in reality, it is much farther. Our first day's destination was Gyre Temple. There, we could watch the sunrise turn the peaks gold. I suddenly felt that, for my own selfish wish, I was making you risk your life hiking with me. That was unfair to you. But Mi Cai shook her head. Brother Yun, I know my own body. If I cannot keep going, I will not force myself. Besides, you said you spent months planning this. You even prepared all the supplies so carefully. Fortunately, luck was on our side. Neither of us had much altitude sickness. The day after we spent the night at Gyre Temple, I saw the sunrise turn the mountain gold. I copied the poses I had seen online, spreading my arms for a photo. I shouted, if possible, I hope you can all forget me. After thinking for a moment, I shouted again. Liu Ruyan, I came here in your place. You do not have to come anymore. Along the way, we met many devout Tibetans prostrating themselves in prayer. We were pelted by hail and ate terrible food. We slept in crude beds that made for miserable nights. It took 3 days to complete the pilgrimage trek. I gave my summary of this episode to the camera. What I did not tell you was this. At first, I planned this trip because I wanted to come here with Liu Ruyan. Later, I decided to come alone. I had once planned to come here to kill myself. Frightened, Mi Cai immediately grabbed my hand. I patted her hand and continued. Back then, I thought there was no cure for me anyway. I would die in a lake, or on a snow-covered mountain, or somewhere along the journey. But later, I suddenly did not want to die. In my final days, I wanted to live well. At least then, my life would not have been in vain. Mi Cai suddenly asked me again, do you have any regrets about the first trip? I nodded. It still makes me shudder to think about it. My parents have always spoiled me, but I lied to them. I never told them I was sick, either. I even lied that I had started acting again. I was filming in Zhejiang. I am sorry. I was wrong. In the end, I had been a bad son. June 4th, 2024. Episode 2, Part 1. Life flashing before my eyes. After returning from Zhejiang, the altitude sickness and exhaustion from the trip left me needing a full month to recover before I could contact Mi Cai again. I also had another round of chemotherapy during that time. Each time, getting out of bed felt harder than before. It seemed to drain all my strength and bring me one step closer to death. I was not sure whether I could trust this girl I had only met once. If my first video were released now, it could go viral overnight. I was gambling that when people face someone close to death, they show a little more conscience. Brother Yun, what is your second wish? I want more people to get to know me better, and I want to walk the roads I once traveled again. Mi Cai looked into the camera, worried. With your condition, we can take this slowly. It is fine. I would not have come to you until I had recovered enough. In the final moments of life, people become greedy. The wishes they want to fulfill only keep growing. You look so good today. It reminds me of the idol drama that made you famous. Do you still remember me today? Today, I am wearing a short-haired wig. In that show, I played a recent college graduate. I got tangled up with the chief executive officer at the company where I interned. I smiled and rubbed my head. Now I can switch hairstyles whenever I want. Do I not look handsome? But you are getting thinner and thinner. Have the people around you not noticed? I felt a little embarrassed. Liu Ruyan and I are divorced, so naturally we do not see each other. Since I got sick, I have seen my parents less and less. But they are my parents, so we still have video calls and such. Guess what I told them? I said I was playing a seriously ill patient. I dared to tell the truth through a lie. She rubbed her eyes in front of me. So, where do you want to go for this episode? I want to return to the place where I grew up. After just a 2-hour drive, I arrived at my childhood home. Brother Yun, what about that assistant of yours? My assistant is an honest, simple guy. Sometimes when he appeared with me, we even had some iconic moments. Lu Cheng, I told him not to follow me anymore. So he knows about your condition? Ha 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 ha. I laughed as I said that. Guess what excuse I gave him? He had been with me for so long. How could he not notice something was wrong? I sat calmly before the camera. I lied to him too. I said I loved Liu Ruyan too much, and that being separated from her over the cheating scandal had left me depressed. I said I wanted to leave show business and treat my depression. Did he believe me? Of course not. He and my manager, Brother G, both held onto me and cried. They said they would take me to see a doctor. I told them to give me time. I would see a doctor myself. I would travel for a while, then come back. Had they already figured it out? After all, there was no hiding the fact that I had lost my hair. I made up all those excuses, thinking I was so clever. But one day, Brother G said, he did not care whether I earned well, he just wanted me to stay alive. By then, tears were already running down my face. I wiped the corner of my eye. Perhaps no one dared bring up these painful things in front of me. So they never told me how much they knew. Lu Cheng even paid for 10 wigs out of his own pocket. He said they were a gift for my trip to clear my head. As I spoke, I paused. Now, every day, I wear a wig, a mask, and a hat. I wear only the plainest clothes, too. Passers-by just see me as another stranger. I pulled a thermos from my bag and took a drink. This is my elementary school. Brother Yun, you went to First Experimental Elementary School. I nodded and pointed to the big tree by the playground. I once competed with someone to see who was braver. I climbed up, then could not get back down. I was so scared. I cried and wet my pants up in that tree. Brother Yun, classes are probably still in session. The guard will not let us in. We will not go in. I am just looking. Let us not disrupt their work. I only wanted one last look. Once I drink mangpo soup, I will not remember any of this anyway. I pointed to an alley not far from the school. Come on. I will show you my old home. I have not been back in many years either. But the moment we entered, I was stunned. I stood there in the wind, utterly bewildered, then could not help laughing. Oh my, this place has been demolished. Facing the phone camera, I could not help shivering. What am I supposed to do now? Looks like my old home is gone. I turned back toward the camera. The viewers probably could not see my expression either. Deep down, I was disappointed. I just could not say it aloud. Let us walk a little farther. I will show you what it used to look like from memory. This used to be an old street. The media always called me a rich young master. I explained it at events, but nobody believed me. So, while I have the chance, I can show all of you where I grew up as a child. The surrounding homes were all old single-story houses. What I remember most is teasing a dog back then. It ended with the dog chasing me and biting my butt. Luckily, it was winter. I lived with my grandparents. They had bundled me up in layer after layer, with several pairs of pants. The dog tore a hole and pulled out the stuffing, but somehow never reached my skin. It really is both funny and sad. Mi Cai burst out laughing. Brother Yun, I truly cannot picture you being chased by a dog. The two of us ended up laughing together. Then I said, come on, I will show you my high school. It is not far from here, either. I paused. It is also where I met Liu Ruyan. June 4th, 2024. Episode 3, Part 2. Life flashing before my eyes. Before we went, I wanted to see whether an old noodle shop was still there. I will treat you to noodles. I loved them when I was little. Luckily, the noodle shop was still there, though it had a new sign. But the owner was still the same old man. I have not been back in so many years. I do not know whether it still tastes the same. When I was young, food was scarce and life was modest. I was not picky then. Everything tasted amazing. You are just having plain noodles? Mi Cai frowned. You are not adding anything. Back then, these dry mixed noodles were already a feast to me. The owner makes this soy sauce himself. I ordered yours with toppings. Try it. It really was delicious, but my appetite had been getting worse. So, Brother Yun, do you think these noodles taste different from when you were young? My eyes filled with tears. They really taste the same. I sighed again. They are delicious. But my appetite keeps getting worse. I cannot eat anymore. Mi Cai ate while wiping away tears. Brother Yun, now I can say we have eaten the same food. As I ate, a plate suddenly appeared before me. There were 2 fried eggs on it. I turned to look at him. Sir, I did not order these. The owner lit a cigarette. They are on the house. Eat up. You look like a mischievous boy who used to live on this street. I heard he is a big star now. I look like him. I could not stop my expression from changing. He must be happy that someone still remembers him. One year, I heard from the neighbors that he had come back. He held some event here. This old man could not even squeeze through the crowd. His hands never stopped moving as he wiped down the table. Whenever he came, he always ordered dry mixed noodles with a fried egg. Grandpa, was he really that mischievous? Mi Cai asked along with him. He was the most mischievous kid on this whole street, but everyone adored him. The old man stubbed out his cigarette in the ashtray. I just do not know how he is doing now. The shop will be demolished too, and I cannot keep working much longer. I am afraid I will never see him again. Did you not say he became a big star? Mi Cai reminded him. Can you not see him on television? I only remember what that boy looked like when he was little. I would not recognize him grown up. These young men are in costume 1 minute and wearing makeup the next. I cannot tell them apart. I spoke quietly to Mi Cai's camera. After my debut, Mo became my stage name. Grandpa, he must be very busy. If he came back, you would definitely recognize him. Right? Well, I do know this. All these years, he has kept sending me money. The little old man sat there, gazing out the door. He never left his name. But after all these years, who else would send money to an old man with no family like me? Over the years, I have given away quite a few fried eggs. I do not know if I ever gave them to the right person. After we left the noodle shop, Mi Cai asked, Brother Yun, you really came because you wanted to see him, did you not? You figured that out? Now I am embarrassed. I did not deliberately avoid the camera. He was already alone when I was around 10. He always greeted me with a warm smile. After working all these years, he is still alone. So I send him some money every year. Mi Cai suddenly remembered something. She forgot she was still holding up her phone. The camera had drifted away from the shot. Those shameless media outlets always say you live a lavish but shallow life. They even call you the stingiest male star in show business. She was indignant. All because you stopped sponsoring one male student. That really was an embarrassing stain on my record. I was cursed out until I trended online, and I even lost an endorsement. I had always told him that I could support him until he found a job. But later, he asked me for the newest Apple phone. He also said he wanted to travel abroad and see the world. He thought that because I was a celebrity, I should not fuss over such a small amount of money. I took a piece of candy from my pocket and handed it to her. These noodles have a strong garlic flavor. Have some. I felt that rather than pay for his trip abroad, the money would be better spent on children who needed it more. As we talked, we reached the entrance to my high school. Once again, we could not get in. That is the classroom building, and behind it is the library. After all these years, the playground has been renovated. It has a rubber running track now. Brother Yun, viewers must be very curious about how you and Miss Liu Ruyan first met. Could you tell everyone about it? I was pretty clueless in high school. She did not transfer in until our final year. Back then, I always thought she was picking on me. I thought she had to be jealous that I ranked first in our class. So I could not stand her. We even became sworn rivals. I led her along the school wall, walking as I pointed at the classroom building. See class 1 on the 5th floor? The honors class. That is where I had class in my final year. Thinking about it, time has flown by so quickly. I went from being a student who never got enough sleep to an adult who never gets enough sleep. Mi Cai laughed at that. You must always stay up late when filming. So, whenever I get time to sleep, I make sure to rest. I cannot stay up until my face turns sallow and all my hair falls out, then face the judgment of every camera every day. Then how did you go from sworn enemies to a couple? I pursed my lips and shook my head. She may not talk much, but she is secretly quite devious. I always thought her grades were just a few points below mine. I would be smug after every exam. But she knew exactly how to calculate scores. Not only her own, but mine too. She said she found my proud little expression adorable every time. So she would rack her brain to leave out or deliberately miss the questions. The cleverest part was that she always trailed me by just a few points, taking second place. I think once this video airs, people will probably call her hopelessly straightforward. When I later learned her grades were better than mine, I was so angry that I ignored her for a month. After the college entrance exams, she actually confessed to me. I was convinced she was lying, and I even made a bold declaration. If I ever get together with you, I am a dog. And guess how she confessed? She said she had watched a movie. It said that if you ask someone what they most like to eat, it means you like that person. For a whole month, she asked me every day what I like to eat. Back then, I thought her family owned a convenience store, because she always brought all kinds of tasty snacks. I think if she had not finally been direct, I never would have realized she liked me in this lifetime. I am telling you, once this video airs, her ladylike image will be ruined. Because to get me to be with her, she said she was the real dog. I continued speaking to the camera. I have shown you our story. I hope she, and I have no further ties. She needs to live her own life, and I hope those who care about me will not look for her, much less insult her. The woman I cannot watch over for the rest of my life. I hope you can protect in my place. Besides, what is the point of all those questions? Once I am dead, there will be no point in any of it. No matter how distant she and I became in the end, the kindness she once showed me was real. After leaving the high school, I was tired from all the walking. I found some steps by the lake and sat down. Mi Cai stood below, filming me with her phone. Brother Yun, what are you thinking about? A gust of wind blew my wig across my eyes. I rubbed my aching eyes. I signed up for organ donation. Live well in my stead. There was something I did not say aloud. Liu Ruyan, you win. I miss you so much right now. June 15, 2024. Why do the people closest to us leave? Because I want to go ahead to the next life and prepare a home for them. Mi Cai's voice came from off camera. Brother Yun, is this really okay? You want me to come home with you? For just 2 days? So, you can record a little of my life. I call it a record, but perhaps it is also a keepsake. I want to leave something behind for my parents. They only got to enjoy the good life I gave them for a few years, yet now they have to bury their child. Then, what should I go as? She asked cautiously. How about your assistant? A friend. I smiled at her. Are we not friends? The sound of Mi Cai crying passed through the camera and reached my heart. That is wonderful, brother. I actually get to be your friend. When I think of my parents crying too, it hurts me deeply. I thought of so many ways to tell them the truth, but I was still too afraid. I drove her toward my home. Do you know? At first, the doctor told me I had only one kind of cancer. I locked myself in my room for 2 days. When I came out, I had made up my mind. I would keep it hidden. I thought that with just one cancer, I might have a chance to face it alone, even defeat it. But later, I realized I was out of time. I could not keep up with how quickly they were spreading. Do not cry. The camera will shake. If you cry too much, my parents will think I bullied you and beat me up. Life always has regrets, does it not? What can we do? Money or no money, there is no solution. My parents were already waiting for me at the door. Out of habit, they reached for my luggage. Just one bag. Come on, Comrade Fang. Being able to take today's off is not easy for me. My dad immediately started fussing. How did you get so thin? The food on set is terrible. Comrade Lin Xiao, my new role requires me to lose weight. This time, I am playing a young man from a poor family. If I were fat, I would not be right for the role. What kind of ridiculous show makes someone lose weight like this? He grabbed my arm. Look at you. You are skin and bones. They really do not care when it is someone else's child. Alright, once this production wraps, I will take a long break. Then, Comrade Lin Xiao, you will be responsible for cooking me delicious food. You can fatten me up. How does that sound? My mother spoke up again. Get inside. Are you all standing at the door waiting to be photographed? I burst out laughing. Comrade Feng, you know how to guard against paparazzi now. When you left show business before, I thought I would finally stop sneaking around just to buy groceries. But then you started acting again. I have to be careful. Men are impossible to figure out, always changing their minds. Mi Cai followed me inside. Hello, Annie and Uncle. I am Brother Yun's friend. What a sweet-looking girl. But why are you so thin too? Come stay with Annie. I will put 2 pounds on you. Okay, thank you, Uncle. Mi Cai grinned. Brother Yun has always told me your cooking is amazing. I have wanted to try it for ages. That one sentence stunned all 4 of us. I pressed a hand to my forehead. I had forgotten to warn this girl beforehand. My dad's cooking is experimental and downright bizarre. It definitely cannot be called delicious. My mom is an excellent cook, but our whole family claims Dad made it. I held out my hand. Comrade Feng, I praised you so highly. Shouldn't you give me some spending money? Have your mom give it to you? I cannot bear to. I am saving my secret stash to buy you candy. The atmosphere was so warm. It instantly took me back to my childhood. Comrade Lin Xiao, you spoiled me too much as a child. Do you know I got several cavities? Why are you still trying to ruin me now? My parents had made a whole table full of dishes. Oh my God, Comrade Feng, you think I am a pig? I scolded them for it. Are you planning to eat leftovers for days after I leave? I am telling you, that is neither sensible nor healthy. Promise me you will not do this again. The moment I said it, I froze. It sounded far too much like my last words. My dad smacked me on the head with his chopsticks. And you are not even grateful? The moment you called to say you were coming home, your dad got up at 5 and rushed out to buy groceries. I clutched my head and yelped. After taking a bite, Mi Cai wisely exclaimed, Annie, your cooking is really delicious. Son, this friend of yours is a keeper. My mom was rarely this happy. If you like it, eat more. Tomorrow, I will have Uncle buy more groceries for you. She nearly let the truth slip. Then Annie will cook for you again. Great. After dinner, I lay on the sofa, staring blankly ahead. My stomach hurt terribly. My parents busied themselves clearing the dishes. The second I came home, I did not have to lift a finger. They would not let me do anything, saying I was their little prince. They said I worked too hard outside and should just rest. Brother Yun, your home feels so warm. Yeah, this is still the old place we moved into years ago. Even after I became famous in show business and bought them a new house, they would not move. This old place is a little small. I was tired and fell asleep the moment I lay on the sofa. When I woke up, Mi Cai had been watching me. A blanket covered me. The sky had slowly grown dark. Why did you not wake me? Mi Cai's voice was soft. I could not bring myself to. I watched you for 2 hours. You are so handsome. After dinner, Mi Cai and I went to wash up separately. The phone on its stand in the living room recorded everything. When I came out of the bathroom, my mom finally could not hold back her worry and asked me, Son, tell me, what has happened to you? Why is your hair gone? June 15th through 17th, 2024. Why do the people closest to us leave? Because I want to go ahead to the next life and prepare a home for them. I was surprised by how perceptive my mom was. I had hidden it for so long. But this moment was bound to come. I gathered my courage, but in the end only said it was for the role. The character I play comes from a poor family and is always bullied. Then a young man from his village gets jealous of his good looks and shaves half his head while he is asleep. I was anxious. I had no idea whether Dad would believe such a flimsy excuse. Fortunately, my mom believed it easily. Could you not wear one of those bald caps, like the ones actors use when playing king princes? My hair is too thick. It would look fake. Besides, it will grow back. I take my role as seriously. I do not want to half-heartedly fool the audience. I even teased her. Mom, how could you tell? I thought that if you did not notice, I would have found a moment to take it off and give you a scare. Take that wig off and let me see. My mom was indignant. You are a piece of my own flesh and blood. How could I not recognize you? I would recognize every strand of your hair. I gave her a thumbs up. Mom is still the best. Nothing gets past her. The instant I took off my wig, I saw the pain in my mother's eyes. Mom, do not look at me like that. I am afraid I really will not be able to hold on. After barely managing to fool my parents, I sat in my room waiting for Mi Cai. Her camera caught me crying. I was just holding back any sound. She ran over at once. "Brother Yun, please do not cry." Unable to hold back any longer, I suddenly hugged her. "What do you think it feels like to bury your own son?" "I am afraid they will not be able to bear it." I cried for a while. Then I remembered I still had things to do. "I asked you to come to my home because I wanted you to record this." I took several bank cards from my bag. Let us call it a little game. The money I have earned over the years is on these cards. I will hide them all around the house. Tell my parents. If they are hurting, they can join me in this little treasure hunt. She and I lay on the same bed. I told her so many other things. Some were trivial. I did not know if I had covered everything. What else had I missed? I will ask a friend to keep supporting the students I sponsor. I built a Hope Primary School, but they have only just started laying the bricks. I promised the principal I would cut the ribbon. All I can say is, I am sorry. So many people criticized me over my last drama. I only looked fat because my illness made me swell. I am sorry. When I was little, my dad dragged me out to learn how to ride a bike. The second I pedaled a couple of times, he let go. I flew straight into a bush and lost a tooth. My dad watched from the window, cursing nonstop. That is why I have a fake tooth. When I first entered the industry, the director would scold me for acting badly. I would just keep crying. I always told people I liked blue, but pink has always been my favorite. I was afraid people would think it was tacky. So I have lied about liking blue since I was little. I said it so often that I got used to it myself. I have already retouched a photo for myself. It is not black and white, and I am smiling brightly. I will send it to you later. Use that one as my memorial portrait. I have been a terrible son, really. The only thing I can leave them is a few bank cards. This part of the video shook violently. The next day, Mi Cai and I both had puffy eyes. No more staying up late binge-watching dramas. Look at us, to pandas. I pretended to be calm. Then I spent another day feasting with Mi Cai. Near dinner time, I said I had to go. My dad stuffed jars of chili sauce into my hands. "The food on set is terrible, don't you love? The chili sauce Dad makes. Take some with you." Standing beside him, I told Mi Cai, "You know, this really was made by my dad. It is really good. Dad, give Mi Cai the jars too." Mi Cai waved her hands, trying to refuse. I accepted them for her. "Come on. We fly to the set early tomorrow morning. We cannot waste any time." I drove. After about half an hour, I finally pulled over. In a secluded spot, I hurriedly shoved open the door, got out, and threw everything up. I could not eat that much anymore. I had forced it down, and my stomach hurt even worse. My stomach churned violently before I finally recovered. My eyes were red as I cried uncontrollably. "Mi Cai, I will never get to eat Dad's chili sauce again. Look, I am still alive, but my stomach cannot handle food anymore." This time, Mi Cai wailed as she cried. I had rarely heard a girl cry so horribly. It was as pitiful as could be. "Stop crying, stop crying. You are crying so hard, you have made me stop wanting to cry." She had tossed her phone aside. The camera faced the car ceiling. Neither of us was visible. Only her loud cries could be heard. How could I not be heartbroken? I am helping you fulfill your final wishes. Do you know how much this hurts me? I hurt so much I feel like I am dying. Why can't I cry? I just want to cry. July 1st, 2024. If I could turn back time, I'd really want to meet you all. Once this episode is out, they'll definitely say I padded it with filler. I've been slumped over this desk in the same position for ages. Why would they say that? As long as your fans see you and see that you're doing well, they'll be happy. I held up the photos in my hand. I was determined to sign 10,000 autographed photos for you, but it seems too exhausting. I'll sign as many as I can. If you're tired, stop signing. They won't want you to overdo it either. My manager says autographed photos sell for a fortune privately. Later, I'll have the company hold a fair drawing. If you win, we'll mail one to you for free. I look solemnly into the camera. Let me tell you this, don't try to make money off a dead man. If anyone resells them, I'll haunt you even after I'm dead. It must be wonderful to be your fan. Actually, it's not that wonderful. I thought about it. There is always so much controversy around me. My fans have it pretty rough. They're always fighting for me. Every time I tell them it's fine and not to worry about it, they refuse to back down. From now on, they can finally rest. Mi Cai thought for a moment. Is there anything else you want to say to your fans? I put down my pen and said solemnly, I want you to see this beautiful world from me. I've been too busy with work. I still haven't had time to see more and taste more. I've had even fewer chances to see all of you lovely people. My social media accounts won't be deleted. If you'd like, I'll pin that announcement. You can leave me comments. Tell me what you saw or ate today, or what meaningful things you did in another country. Oh, and eat more spicy food from me. I love it. I think I'll be able to see it all from the other side. It will be so interesting. And to those who criticized me, let's be friends in the next life. I don't like being criticized all the time either. It hurts. But your criticism also made me a better person. I got so tired from signing that I finally couldn't stay awake. In my dream, Liu Ruyan asked me, let's have a child. I woke in a cold sweat. I think my illness may have cost me a child. July 1st, 2024. If I could turn back time, I'd really want to meet you all. I bought some gifts. Today, we're going out to find places for them. I considered this for a long time, worried there might be some safety risks. Promise me you will not rush to grab them. I'll leave them in quiet corners with few people and no traffic. Fans who find them can keep them as a memento. We'll release videos of the gift locations in batches. On the third day after those videos are released, I'll ask Mi Cai to place gifts at each of the chosen locations, one by one. If there are any safety concerns, the remaining gifts will be cancelled and donated instead. This is the little game I promised you all. I hope you'll like it. Mi Cai looked at me and said, why did you bring so many outfits today? For photos, of course. I smiled. I'll leave everyone an 8-photo collage. You can help me fill in the 9th slot. Then, where will we find a photographer? You're right here, aren't you? Brother Yun, are you serious? Everyone around me makes fun of my photography skills. It's fine. We have all day. We can surely find 8 good shots. Besides, I'm naturally gorgeous. Bad photography can't ruin me. Before long, I regretted it. Come on, Mi Cai. I knew you were bad at taking pictures. But how can you be this bad? Aren't you a video blogger? Brother Yun, I don't edit my videos much either. Taking photos is just too difficult. I'm scared I'll make you look bad, and your fans will come after me. She was clearly getting flustered. They wouldn't dare. I smiled and teased her. You have all the videos. If anyone insults you, threaten not to release the later videos. They'll fall in line soon enough. Brother Yun, that's so mean. I waved at the camera. Goodbye. We're off to take photos. You'll see the finished photos very soon. Stay tuned. July 10th, 2024. Episode 5, Part 1. Parting in life and death is a lesson we never master, no matter how long we live. Brother Yun, what did you say? This is your mistress? That voice of Mi Cai's. Even after all these episodes, it still carries like a megaphone. Shh. Could you keep it down in front of the camera? Let me introduce Bai Ningbing, my childhood friend. She's the childhood sweetheart you all keep talking about. We've been together since we were in diapers. I felt a little guilty. Apart from my doctor, there was only one person I told about my illness. I chose to tell her myself. I always felt a little sorry for her. She was already busy enough. But now she is always worried about my condition. She remembers my chemotherapy dates better than I do. Mi Cai had learned how to interview someone. Miss Bai, why did you agree to be Brother Yun's mistress? Bai Ningbing frowned at the camera. How was I supposed to know he'd make such a request? But when he said he had cancer, I couldn't refuse him. Was the scene where you caught them cheating that brutal? I got hit in both eyes. Bai Ningbing pointed at the camera. Liu, I only didn't fight back because I didn't dare. No, we need a rematch someday. It's not like I can't beat you. The bizarre rivalry between women left me speechless. So, are you taking me or not? Bai Ningbing immediately changed her expression, turning gentle. I'll get the wheelchair. Wait for me. She wheeled it over, with a blanket draped over it. Come on, I told you I can walk. Why do you insist on pushing me? We were at one of Bai Ningbing's family's unused villas. Shut up and get in. I obediently sat down, then obediently covered myself with the blanket. I'm only going for chemotherapy. Why do you look like I'm heading off to die? Give me a smile, Miss Bai. Bai Ningbing actually forced out a smile. That is hideous. I didn't show the trip to the hospital. The footage only cut from me getting in the car to getting out. The only difference was that I looked more exhausted and pale. I returned to Bai Ningbing's villa. I made a list. I was going to treat them to a meal. They were all my friends. It was a kind of farewell. Over the days, I took to groups of people out to eat. After everyone had eaten and drunk their fill, I would stand at the villa entrance and properly say goodbye to them. Some of them teased me with a laugh. Are you and Bai Ningbing really together? So is this dinner your official relationship announcement? Friends really are friends. They can overlook the cheating and accept you without conditions. I replied with a smile. Who knows? We'll see where life takes us. In the end, I sincerely said goodbye to everyone. Goodbye. See you in the next life. July 10, 2024. Episode 5, Part 2. Mi Cai's perspective. Parting in life and death is a lesson we never master, no matter how long we live. This episode does not feature the protagonist you were expecting. Instead, I am the narrator. I'm Mi Cai, a content creator who randomly helps strangers fulfill their wishes. Brother Yun was the 7th protagonist in my videos. At the end of the video, I'll show you the full footage of my random street interview with him from back then. Otherwise, you keep asking me why Brother Yun chose a stranger like me to make this video of his life flashing before death. First, let me tell you what happened after the first 4 episodes aired. Brother Yun originally asked me to make 7 episodes, but later, I became greedy. I liked him so much. I split many episodes into 2 parts. Like all of you, I selfishly wanted to see more of him. You have no idea how hard it was for me to edit these videos. How much strength it took. Again and again, I cried until I could barely breathe. Yet I was lucky, too. If not for that interview, he might have followed his original plan, found some place where no one knew him, and quietly died there, until someone found his body. It seemed he had something he wanted to tell the world. I think I know. He took pity on me. He wanted to help a struggling content creator like me. Even near death, he was still so kind. But I'd rather these videos had never seen the light of day. But it was all just a fleeting dream. I sent out all the gifts, as expected of Brother Yun's fans. Everyone was so respectful. If you receive one, remember to take a photo. Let's all see what gifts he wrapped. Let me make this clear. All these gifts were prepared entirely by him. I had no part in it. I met the person I expected to see, Liu Ruyan. This formidable woman cried like a child in front of me. I was sure Brother Yun wouldn't want the person he loved to be seen by all of you in such an ugly state. So I blurred Miss Liu's face. Brother Yun told me, if you came to see me, I should tell you not to cry. Did he know how cruel that was? He also said, if you cursed him, I should curse you back for him. I opened my mouth, but in the end, I only said, Liu Ruyan, it's too late. You were always so focused on your career, you didn't even notice I was losing my hair. She was clearly in agony. She only said to me, it's my fault. It's all my fault. But why didn't he tell me? I shook my head. Everything he wanted to tell you was already said in the earlier videos. As for why, I guess it was because he truly loved you, so he didn't want you to grieve. Where is he buried? I can give you the address, but are you sure you want to go? What do you mean? Miss Liu, you already have a new life. I tried to persuade her. Why put yourself through this? I regret it. She gave a miserable smile. I regret it. He's the one I've always loved. I can never forget him. Then you're not who I thought you were. You say you can't forget Brother Yun, yet you started a new relationship. That's unfair to your current boyfriend. She lowered her head despondently. I broke up with him. But Yun Mo never gave me a chance to win him back. He's dead. What chance could there be? He didn't tell you. Because he probably didn't want the situation to happen. The second person I met with was Bai Ningbing. She sat across from me. On camera, she looked far more haggard. To my surprise, she asked the first question. Guess why I came to see you? I was baffled. I didn't know. And I hadn't given it any thought. Because you know everything about Brother Yun. She shook her head and told the camera, I know everything about him. But there are things about me that he never knew. She continued. The reason I agreed to pretend to be his lover was actually because, well, I liked him. That idiot can't see this now anyway. I can say whatever I want. I didn't dare confess while he was alive, because I knew his heart belonged to someone else. I'm confessing now so I will have fewer regrets. At least I was part of the final chapter of his life. Damn you, Yun Mo. In your next life, come find me, okay? Being with me would be pretty great, too. July 30th, 2024. Episode 6. If anything in this world is more frightening than life and death, regret must be one of them. I was a little nervous in front of the camera. Mi Cai even teased me. Brother Yun, you're in front of cameras every day. You get nervous too. Of course. I nodded. Usually, I'm acting. But today is an official goodbye. Naturally, I'm a little nervous. I pointed at my outfit. I'm wearing a suit today. It's fairly formal. Mi Cai went on. Then go ahead. I'm recording you. I went home for nearly 2 weeks. I did not ask Mi Cai to help film. I selfishly wanted time alone with my parents. Those final days were wonderfully happy. But unfortunately, I felt that my condition was getting worse and worse. Even my doctor asked me, "Are you sure you will not tell your parents?" I once considered planning my own funeral. I thought about arranging a special setting and finding music to match it, or deciding what to write on my headstone. But later, I could not be bothered. I figured my parents would arrange it properly, or that idiot Bai Ningbing would take care of it. I still wanted to be a little prince and take it easy. To those watching the first video, do not cry. I have only gone to another time and space. Maybe I have started a new adventure, saving some other world. Oh, and Yunmo is my stage name. My real name is Yunheng. Do not forget it. Now it is time to say goodbye. Goodbye. August 2nd, 2024. Episode 7, Part 1. A Secret Untold. Do not be nervous. Just speak naturally. I held the camera. Mi Cai was on camera. Brother, why do not you do it instead? I am better behind the camera. I get nervous on screen. Nervously, he tugged at his hair. No, I look terrible right now. Please, do me a favor and let me keep a better image in the public's eyes. I handed him the paper. Just read it as written. With a helpless sigh, Mi Cai took the paper and read from it. As she read, her voice caught again. I am sorry, though I said there would be 7 videos. My final wish in the end is a private one. I do not want to make it public. I have entrusted Mi Cai to carry it out. Only those closest to me are involved in this wish. I am a little tired. There will be no more videos after this. After Mi Cai finished reading, she looked at me. Brother, why do not you say a little more? This kid spoke through tears, with snot running from her nose. Stop crying. You are on television. Looking that ugly, even if you become famous, you will just become a meme. I sighed and turned the camera on myself. Ugly is ugly. Let me give you one more look at me. Look closely. You will not see me again. Oh, which outlet said my nose was fake? I gave it a good wiggle. It is completely natural. Do you think my parents will cry? How about a V sign? August 2nd, 2024. Episode 7, Part 2. Mi Cai's Perspective. A Secret Untold. August 7th, 2024. Yunheng has left this world. His corneas were donated to blind children, allowing them to carry on in his place and see the beauty in this world. The doctors will decide what to do with his other organs. I pinned his 8-photo collage as his obituary, and it received many responses. I will share the original photos. Just please, do not criticize me for taking such ugly pictures. So many people said they wanted to see the world for Brother Yun. I randomly took screenshots of a few comments. Think of them as something to remember him by. Yunheng, I ate dry mixed noodles with an egg for you today. Yunheng, I made red braised pork today, but I burned it so badly that the pot turned black. I ate it for you. Ugh, it was so bitter. Yunheng, you have never been to Iceland, have you? Here is a photo of the northern lights I saw for you. Yunheng, I tried British food for you. It was awful. The lives of overseas students matter too. Yunheng, now that you are there, could you check on my mother for me? Please say hello to her for me. This is what she looks like. Yunheng, I ate the extra spicy Xinjiang stir-fried rice noodles you loved for you. The kind that burns your mouth. Yunheng, my little brother liked you so much. He has gone to your world too. Please give him an autograph. Yunheng, your final drama has not even been released yet. Why did you have to leave? Yunheng, I think I will be joining you soon. I want to be friends with you just like Mi Cai was. Yunheng, I hate you, but I miss you so much. If there were a time scroll, would he still not want to leave? Bonus chapter. Mi Cai. I brought the first letter to Brother Yun's parents. The elderly couple looked 10 years older, and their hair seemed even whiter. Brother Yun asked me to give this to you. He sealed it carefully. I would never pry into someone else's privacy. Yenmo's father took the letter and casually set it on the table without opening it. Do you think he was in a lot of pain at the end? Yenmo's father could not stop himself from crying. I cried too. He said he was taking painkillers, so it did not hurt as much. I lied. The painkillers did not work at all. He was in such agony that he broke out in cold sweats and even vomited blood. That is good, that is good. Yenmo's father seemed comforted. Ever since he was little, that child only shared good news, never bad. But did he really think that hiding it for a while would spare us pain afterward? I had nothing to say. Though he spent his final days with his parents, how could anyone put that bitter pain into words? Actually, I knew he was sick long ago. His father's words made me look up in shock. Before you came to our home. After all, he was my own son. How could I not notice the changes in him? He had become so thin. He loved acting most, yet he left the industry. When the pain struck, he could not hide it from his face. Even his hair had fallen out. I knew he did not want me to be sad. So I endured it and pretended I knew nothing. His mother feared he would not get the chance to eat them, so every day, she desperately learned all kinds of recipes. Now I was the one sobbing uncontrollably. I did not understand, in those final moments, why one person fought desperately to hide the truth, while the other fought just as desperately to hide that they knew. Who had it harder? Thankfully, his parents were with him at the end. There were still many undelivered letters in my bag. As he requested, I will mail one to his parents every month, until there are no more to send. He said my companionship could only last this short while. At least the letters would still be new, and they would still have something to look forward to. Bai Ningbing. He left only one letter for her. I did not watch her read it, but I knew that woman was crying behind me again. Bai Ningbing, he said he hid a gift in your home. Look for it. It is a photo album. Inside is a scrapbook of their lives growing up. It took him an entire day to make it. As for Liu Ruyan, he left 3 letters for her as well. I once wickedly considered not giving them to her, but she had not really done anything wrong. After the videos came out, she lost a great deal of weight. She looked completely drained. I will mail her one each year. By the time I have sent them all, Yenmo will be 3 years old, right? Yes, this was the secret Brother Young could not tell. About 10 days later, I received the package. Inside was the newest model of camera. Deng Yunheng, I hate you.